Hi, hey, how you doing? I am Shay, and this is my plays. This is Shay's Plays. I'm back. I told you I was gonna come back, and I've been kind of dreading this a little bit. I'm a positive guy. I like hitting y'all with positivity, and so I don't like to do these negative, primarily negative reviews, but I have to do it. Told you I was gonna do my best, and then I was gonna do my worst. So my favorite and my least favorite, if you don't remember, my favorite is Back to the Future. Sits at a 49 out of 50. I did get a little sidetracked, got in the holiday spirit. If you have not checked it out, I did a top 10 holiday, New Year, winter movies. Go give it a view. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite holiday movie is. Okay? But I gotta go ahead and get into it. This is my worst. I'm gonna rip the band-aid off. I'm gonna go with it. I'm going to review the 2009 sci-fi drama time manipulation movie, Mr. Nobody. Okay, stars Jared Leto as 118-year-old Nemo, who is recounting his younger and middle, older, a little bit older life. And yeah, let me jump into it, okay? Writing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give the writing a 5. Now, the reason that I'm giving the writing a 5 is because the character lines, the timelines, they all exist. They're there. They had to develop them. The characters exist. The locations exist. The things in the world exist. And that took effort. You do some world building. Anybody who's a writer and has, understood, okay, look, I'm building out a world. It takes time. It takes some effort. And I got to give that a 5. I got to give it a 5. But there's some issues with the writing. Mainly, it feels as if it's trying to be a Christopher Nolan type movie. Now, what I mean by that is, at this point, we'd already gotten Memento. We'd already gotten The Prestige. We'd gotten Batman Begins. We've gotten The Dark Knight. Christopher Nolan has established himself, specifically when it comes to developing out strong plot, okay? And it tries to do that. It tries to have that Nolan-esque, but it just misses the marks. The best way that I could say it is, it's if you're picking up a paint by numbers. And they picked up the paint by numbers, Christopher Nolan, but they mixed up the 7 with a 1. When I hold it back and I look at Mr. Nobody as a film, I say, I know what you were trying to do, but this ain't it. And that's it. That's really it. And then to add to that, the kind of trying to tell a Nolan story, trying to be in that vein, it seems, when you watch it, it seems to be a very shallow writing experience, okay? It tries to, at certain areas, be the smartest person in the room, but like they failed to do the research. And that bothers me as a writer. You trying to seem as if you are light years ahead of those that are watching your movie. And that just soured me a little bit. But again, all of these things exist. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give the writing a 5, as I said. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, that's not so bad. Just wait. Character development. It's a straight 1 for me. The characters exist, but there's no emotional depth. When you hit certain plot points, when you hit certain emotional beats in this movie, there is no emotional depth. There is no connection that you have to these characters. And that is the central problem. I don't really know what he wants. I don't know what to care about. And I think one of the big issues at the center of this is that there's a lot of stuff in this movie that is left up to our interpretation, which is fine. There are a lot of movies, again, going back to Nolan, Inception does this brilliantly. This idea of there's big chunks of the movie that are left up to us to determine what they are. However, the entirety of the movie has to be airtight in order for there to be these large chunks that are left up to your own vices. It doesn't do that well. The rest of the movie doesn't work very well. So when you have these large pieces that are just gone or that aren't explained, then it becomes, okay, am I missing something? But here's the thing. Here's the thing that it does simultaneously. It also is very predictable. Within the things that we don't know, I filled in the gaps. I was able to say, okay, you know what? I'm pretty sure that it's going this way. I'm almost positive it's going this way. And as the movie progressed, I was like, it better not go that way. It better not do that. If you would like to watch it, you will understand what I mean. So character development, straight one for me. Rewatchability. It's also a one for me. I hate, there are two things that I hate, and I wanted to say this in this one. I hate to tell a person not to watch a movie because there always could be something that they enjoy from the movie that I didn't. I also hate giving a 0 in one of my sections. And understand, we will return to that in the not so distant future, just as well as with the not telling someone to not watch a movie. I hate doing those two things. So that's where you'll see a lot of, I hit the 1. I try not to give a 0. I really dreaded watching this again. The thought of watching this again gave me a strong visceral reaction that I just did not want to deal with. And no movie should do that to you. I mean, there are some that have those strong reactions. They may be very violent. They may be very gruesome to where it's, okay, I don't want to watch that again. I get that. But it's not that. It's just not great. That's the biggest problem in this whole situation. So, rewatchability, it's a 1 for me. Entertainment value. You know how I said I hate giving a 0? Well, we're here. It didn't take long. I'm giving this a 0. The movie exists. The irony of it is that it was very well reviewed in the early viewings of Mr. Nobody. And I think the irony of it is that a lot of people said that you're going to like it or you're going to hate it situation. And I don't think that's the case. I think that Mr. Nobody was supposed to be a signal of what is to come. It was supposed to be this groundbreaking, this time manipulation, this, the next Nolan-esque type process of making a film. And it wasn't. It was literally one movie, and that was it. And I have the benefit of hindsight. I think a lot of people watching it and reviewing it initially didn't have that. There's a lot of movies that we look at to where it's like, oh man, this is going to take us here. This is going to go there. And it doesn't. So I definitely have to say that. Again, the movie exists. That's where it is for me. So it gets a 0. There were long sections of the movie, especially a second time around, to where I just could not be engaged. And that's not good. My overall Shays score, entertainment, got a 0. The overall Shay score, I'm going to give it a 1. Okay? The reason I'm giving it a 1 is because, again, all of these things exist. Okay? I have to give credit to the writers. I got to give credit to the people that are just within the process of making this film. It exists. It is a lesson for anybody who wants to watch it. It is a lesson. I have such a strong visceral reaction to this movie. Maybe it just solely is not. Again, I say this is a subjective vlog, okay? This is a subjective show. Maybe it just ain't hitting for me. But there's a lot of stuff wrong with this movie. A lot. And if you can save yourself the time of not having to watch this, I would highly suggest that. I'm not going to say not to watch it, as I have previously said. I don't know. But if you would like to use that 2 hours to, watch paint dry, I think that would be a better use of your time. But there you have it. If you've been keeping a tally, that sets Mr. Nobody at an 8 out of 50. Yeah. Most likely, in the near future, there ain't going to be many movies that get lower or even near to Mr. Nobody. This is my worst. This is a movie that I strongly dislike. I hate using the word hate, but I have done it quite a bit in this video. So with that being said, I'm going to close this out. I'm going to close out all the negative. I'm going to say I'm done with that. I'm done with the Mr. Nobody stuff. Again, it is my worst. You have to have the scale. Excuse me. Top, Back to the Future. Bottom, Mr. Nobody. That's where I'm at. Most of my films that I enjoy, most of what I'm going to review is going to be based in between that. Now, there's new movies coming out every day. I might see something that just makes me think Mr. Nobody is Scorsese. We never know. But now, into some more positive things. I did say in my holiday video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it, that I'm going to start doing some giveaways. Okay? I mean, that's what we do, right? That's the whole point of building community, connecting people. So I think within the next video, I'm going to give specific instructions, but if you are not already, go follow me on Instagram. If you are not following, if you're not subscribed to my channel right now, please go ahead, click that subscribe button, hit the bell, do all that jazz. It is a small click for you. It is a huge blessing for me. I appreciate it so much. And if you are following me and you leave a comment on my next video, you're automatically going to be entered to win 2 free movie tickets. Hey, I'm a giving guy. I said I wanted to do this. I'm getting everything in place. So yeah, just I appreciate all the support. Please remember, I appreciate all the support. And I'm going to do my sign off here. I hope you have a great day, month, year, life. And as always, peace, love, and film. I cue my music.